Do you think United will be busy, Mark?
I don't think they'll be as busy as the fans will hope for, but I still think they'll get the targets, the key areas that they want to strengthen. We know that's obviously in midfield, and that man there, Carlos Baleba, looks like he'll be a Manchester United
But he's injured.
Player.
He's injured.
But it won't be long before he's back. And at left-back is another area of concern. We know they've got a few targets in that position. I think they'll probably get some form of a left-back to strengthen that left channel. But yeah, I think they'll be busy, but not as busy as the fans would like.
If Baleba comes in, what does that mean for Kobbie Mainoo?
Well, as you mentioned, Baleba is currently injured, so nothing initially for Kobbie Mainoo, who's come back late from the World Cup, didn't feature in the World Cup, so a big season for him, wanting to prove a few doubters wrong. But what it does mean is that Michael Carrick will have some brilliant combinations he can choose from in midfield. Now you've got Andre Santos there, Yuri Tielemans. I mean, a partnership of Tielemans and Baleba looks pretty tasty. I think that probably would be what United fans would look towards, as much as they love Kobbie Mainoo. But I think it means with all the games they've got coming up, it gives Michael Carrick a great opportunity in home and away games to go with those different combinations. Sometimes you want to be more defensive and you maybe have Baleba alongside a player like Santos, but in games where you want to go for it a bit more, you can play Tielemans alongside Mainoo. So I think there are good options there for Michael Carrick, and I think they will be really pleased. It's not been eye-catching in terms of these deals they've done in midfield, but it now looks, if they get Baleba in, they're pretty well set for the season, in midfield at least.
Well, I was going to say, do they need to do some work in defence?
Certainly at left-back. I think Luke Shaw's injury record has been challenging over recent years. Last season he was fully fit, did brilliantly, but I think if he goes down injured, then the team looks very unbalanced, because you've got either Nusa Mazraoui playing on that side, Diego Dallo on his wrong foot. It doesn't look right. They do need a left-footed option who can secure some minutes, because Luke Shaw can't play in every single game.
If you're a United fan, would you be a little bit worried about the kind of lack of business they've done in this window?
This is a different Manchester United to what we've seen in previous windows. I think Manchester United have always been seen as one of those sides that will perhaps pay over the odds for the players that they've been targeting. Whereas right now, it feels like this is a different Manchester United. They've got their pot of cash. They're going to be careful and structured with how they spend it. And I think that's what you're seeing this summer.
Yeah, indeed. Hello again now. Another transfer saga in this, and in fact many other windows, has been Marcus Rashford's future. Well, after spending last season on loan at Barcelona, his future is still unresolved. But since returning to Manchester United, Michael Carrick says he's been impressed with the forward.
It's been pretty obvious since Marcus came back training with Kobbie and Licha, pretty much in Dublin, that he's come back fantastically well. You know, he's enjoying his football. He looks fit. He looks sharp. He looks strong. He looks ready to play football. So I've been delighted with him since he's came back. Yeah, of course he can play through the middle. He has done. I wouldn't say it's necessarily his number one position, but he can do that, and I think we've got forwards that give us that flexibility right across the front line that we've used all of them pretty much in slightly different roles. So I think for us to have that option is really good moving through the season, obviously.
I feel like I should apologise to Marcus Rashford because we're going to talk about him. Mark, what do we think? Do we think that he'll begin the season as a United player?
It certainly feels that way. You know, we're on the opening weekend now, aren't we? Just 24 hours away until we see the first Premier League match of a brand new season. And we're all excited about it. And I have to say, I feel a little bit sorry for Marcus Rashford, because I get where he's coming from. The problem is, when you're a superstar player, people are going to talk about you every single day, because there is that expectation. And particularly when you're a La Liga winner as well. He's gone off on loan, had a really successful season. I think if financially things would work better and fit for Barcelona, he probably would have stayed at Barcelona. But the wages he was earning, and that just made any potential deal difficult. But there's no question he's a top player. He's a great professional. And like he says, you almost just want people to just let him get on with his football. And it feels like he gets a lot of headlines unfairly at times when there's an absolute superstar in there. Fingers crossed he's in the right place, mentally, physically. And then whatever happens this season, if it's at Manchester United, at Old Trafford, he can go and be the very best version of himself, and hopefully the happiest version of himself.
Fingers crossed, yeah. So, we know that Rashford is staying for now, but what about potential incomings? United are closing in on Carlos Baleba from Brighton, and this is Carrick on further additions.
I just think we're looking to strengthen the squad. We're certainly working towards that, making the most of the situation that we have and trying to improve things and trying to move forward. You know, I said the same thing to you last time. So, yeah, certainly trying to make the most of the opportunities to finish the window stronger than we went into it, and I think we're in a good way to doing that so far.
The new season's upon us. How are you feeling about the group, and how's the squad looking? Is there anyone unavailable?
Yeah, I feel good. As you'd expect, really looking forward to another season. You know, they come thick and fast, so it's about making the most of everything that's in front of us, really. And really encouraged with what we've the work we've done pre-season on the training ground, mostly in the games. I think it's been really good. So yeah, very much looking forward to the first game and a tough one on Saturday.
In terms of player availability, is Sesko, De Ligt available? What's the situation with Mason Mount and Carl Darlow as well?
Yeah, Carl's trained this week. He's back training, so he's in good shape. Mata's obviously been out for a long period of time, but he's training, and great to have him back. Well, he won't be involved, but he's in good shape and moving in a good direction. So that's really a good bonus for us, really. At this stage, to have him back. Ben's back training, so that's again another positive. Looking forward to having him back around the group and getting him some minutes as well. So. And then managing Mason a little bit, but he's very close, so it's touch and go for the weekend really, if not going into next week.
Michael, with Mason, is there a kind of concern about injuries? Is that kind of underpinning everything? Because clearly the first 3 games of pre-season he was outstanding, but then everybody says, well, he'll get injured at some point and then he goes off. Is that a concern?
I think first of all, Mason's a top player. I think we've seen that so far pre-season. He's one of our best players in the early stages in the games that he played in. I thought he was fantastic. So not surprising. It's what I've seen before, what I expect, what I know of him. So and he's picked up a little bit of a knock. It's no drama. Maybe it's been a week or so, or 10 days, or whatever it's been. So it's nothing major. Yeah, of course he's missed some football over recent years, and he wants to be fit. He wants to be in that full rhythm, and he wants to stay fit, so we're doing our best to help him do that. But he's a top player, Mace. It's the same as the squad. We've got to manage the squad. There's going to be injuries through the season. We've got to have a squad that's strong enough to have a really good top starting team with the depth to carry us through the season. So Mason will be back very, very soon, if not immediately. So it's all good.
Some people have looked at your fixture list and said 2 newly promoted teams. That's a favourable start for Manchester United. You've been around the club long enough to know that United slipped up in games like this right at the start of the season before. How do you see it? Do you almost see it as more dangerous because people will think you should win?
Well, I think first of all, for all of us know this league, there's no favourable start. I think it's a tough start. Both teams, but not getting past Saturday. I think a newly promoted team away from home is a tough game. I've been involved in them in the past, so I'm fully aware of what's at stake, what's coming at us on Saturday, what we've got to be ready for. So it's not favourable. I think it's an easy thing to throw out there, but it's pretty ridiculous, and certainly we're not taking it that way at all.
Evening, Michael. Just a question on Marcus Rashford. I know we did ask you a few questions about him in Dublin, but since he's been back, I just wonder, has he expressed any desire to stay at United beyond the deadline? And just a second, if you don't mind, do you see him as an option through the middle as well as playing on left?